What's up, Cancer? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at your week ahead starting June 16th, 2025. My crabs, I hope you're all well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. The deck that I am using will be listed in the description box. Not reading any reversals. Just want to cleanse the energies here from doing Gemini's messages for the week, and we shall begin with Cancer's messages. All right, so what's the energy here surrounding my crabs this week? What do we have to look forward to? Energies for Cancer. Okay. Energies for my crabs. Okay, it sounds like my water system is going haywire. All right, so let's cut the deck and begin your messages, Cancer. All right, so we're going to start off with the very first card for you, Cancer, and it's the Nine of Wands. This is one of my busy bees. So some of us, oh my God, what the hell? Some of us are going to be extremely busy this week doing the things that we need to take care of. That could be work-related matters. That could be just doing things for yourself, Cancer. Could be doing things for family members, friends. Could be romantic partners. All right, the Nine of Wands just comes in to assist you energetically so that you can, complete those things that you need to take care of, whether they're scheduled or not on your plate. Okay, Five of Wands is the projection of energy that always seems to be some type of engagement here with other people, coming in from other people, usually in the form of petty fights or arguments. So Cancer, don't get yourself involved with any disputes with anyone, because usually that energy is just related solely to them, and they're just trying to drag you in, start up, some sort of ruckus, and it's on a minor scale. So as quickly as it might start with you, if you disengage or don't engage, then it'll go away just as quickly. For other crabs that I'm reading for, it might be just a moment or a period during the week. And it could be any day during the week that you're feeling somewhat, restless, and that too shall pass, because the fives never last that long. Up next now we have the major arcana, Temperance. Temperance comes in to restore, rebalance, recenter. Okay, just like the Empress I just read for Gemini, it may be a week that some crabs that I know are just going to focus their energy or pull their energy back and focus their energy on themselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not a selfish act. Sometimes we need to do that because we are always overextending ourselves to others, and we just need a moment to love ourselves, nurture ourselves, care for ourselves, and, overall just be good to ourselves. If we're not good to ourselves, how are we going to be good to other people? I also read the Temperance card as Mother Nature. So, we can just be spending some time outdoors enjoying Mother Nature and God's beauty. Depending on where you live, or, the area where I live, the weather is starting to change. People are getting out. They want to be, active. They're exercising, riding bikes, whatever, just to be out there enjoying the beauty of what God has to offer for us. Okay. And this also too represents relationships, all kinds. Up next now we have the Emperor. So there's going to be, this is the major arcana of the Emperor. By the way, Cancer, this is just energy here, basically letting us know that, no matter what's going on for us this week, we're going to be in control of our own energies. We're not that we're into controlling or manipulating other people. No, this is just maintaining an aspect of control of our own selves, minding our own business. This is a card that also represents authority, leadership. So we could be promoted to a new job. We could be asked to lead over others. We could be dealing with some sort of court situations. You could be working in the courts. The character here always represents a father figure to me that may be attached to you, Cancer, and they're now over in spirit. They may have served some sort of time in the court system, or could have been a judge, lawyer, police officer, served some sort of time in the military. Very authoritative. All right, very stern, very strict. And that would be the major arcana, the Emperor. Up next here for you, Cancer, we have the, now reading reversals, we got the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is movement. So there could be a level of stress that we may have been dealing with, Cancer. Now that energy is leveling out, leveling down, phasing out, moving away from us. For other crabs I'm reading for, you may be traveling this week. If you are going to travel, Cancer, you're going to be safe to and from. Also, there could be some Cancers who may be seriously thinking about moving and relocating to a different area. All right. Up next now we have the World card, okay? Major Arcana of the World, opportunities are abound. This is a card that always represents a chapter that is ending for us, Cancer. A new chapter is about to spring up, okay? So this is also to, in the wake of the week, pay attention to anything that is, near you, coming near you, because it could be in the form of an opportunity. So always be on the lookout for that. So, but I think the main thing that you need to be concerned about is that there is a phase or a chapter of life or a chapter of your life is ending and a new chapter is about to begin. Usually the energy is positive. Okay. Following the Major Arcana of the World card, now we have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, she is fiery, she's passionate, she's intense. She's always focused on something or someone, normally going after whatever it is that she's focused on. Cancer, you have to put yourself in the place of the Queen of Wands. That would be you. So there's something that you're going after, something that you're very intense about, something that you're very passionate about. Now, the Queen of Wands could also be sending in a burst of energy here to help my Cancerians who are creative and artistic and help you along your way during your pursuits. Okay, she could express herself also too sexually, and it's usually positive. Up next, now we have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. This is for any Cancer out there that I'm reading for that may have some sort of concerns about their money. Situation is temporary. The fives are only temporary, but I also read the Five of Pentacles as ghosting. So hopefully you're not ghosting someone, Cancer, someone not ghosting you. If you are concerned about your finances, just note that it's temporary. It's not a situation that's going to last too long. Feeling ignored, being ignored, given a cold shoulder treatment by someone. But there is a positive thing that comes out of the meaning of the Five of Pentacles. You still could be a Cancer that I'm reading for that still donate your money and your time to worthy charitable causes. Up next, now we have the Eight of Cups. This is a no drama week for my crabs. Maybe we dealt with something emotionally last week or the week before or whatever, but this week we're not wanting or willing to deal with it. So our back is to those cups. We're moving forward in a positive sense. Whatever we dealt with, we're leaving behind. All right, so next card up is the Four of Cups. Four of Cups here represents socializing for me, celebrations, could be birthdays, anniversaries, spending quality time with family members, of course, romantic partners, platonic friends. Now, some of the celebrations could be taking place eating out at diners or restaurants. That's how I always call this Four of Cups. So what I did with Gemini's reading. So this is your general spread here, Cancer. Instead of throwing additional cards, which I should because I'm using a special light here to illuminate these cards. And the cards that, I chose to throw in to add additional messages aren't going to show up too well. But I am going to call them out. This is my Lenomo deck. It's only 20 cards, right? So you can read these cards. Never read them in reverse, but you can read them singly or in pairs or whatever. How many cards you throw in there doesn't really matter. All right, so I'm just going to throw additional cards. I think I threw 4 cards for Gemini, so I'm gonna do the same for you. So if you can't see the cards, I do apologize in advance, but I'll read them out just so you'll know exactly what they are. All right, so let's see what's the additional messages here for Cancer. Damn, my water system sounds like it has a tummy ache. Oh my gosh. That's the worst I've ever heard it. Okay. All right, Cancer, enough of that. Here we go. So the first card of energy here for you, we got the Lily. Okay, so the Lily is actually pretty good. It means a lot of things. It could be retirement for someone. It could be any forms of sexual expression, usually referring to older people, older males. It could be that you receive flowers, because it is the lily, so you can actually be receiving flowers from someone. So there's the meanings behind this is retirement, sexuality. Okay, it could be some sort of beauty, uh, some sort of involvement with beauty, actual flowers being given. Um, but it's usually reserved for people who are older, and that could be males or females, not just males. All right, so that's the lily. Up next, now we have the moon. So the moon would represent us, Cancer, and this would be similar to the major arcana of the moon in the tarot. So the moon here could be signifying any types of emotional changes going on for us. Now, the emotional changes doesn't, always necessarily relate to something, in terms of sadness. Okay. I still would read this moon here as revelation, secrets coming to the forefront, that which includes, likes and crushes. But there may be some sort of changes going on with us this week, Cancer. Um, so that would be the moon and its energy. Following that, then we have the stork. Stork was chosen for Gemini. Stork means a couple of things as well. Stork could mean traveling, like the Six of Swords here. Someone's traveling. Usually, though, usually when the stork comes up and it's referring to traveling, you're going somewhere, could be going somewhere, but you always return back to your original destination. The stork here in this deck here could also refer to children, children that you have. So it could be childbirth, definitely, or there's a child that's coming, being delivered, or it could also represent children that it could be your adult children that live away from you. They could be living in another city, another state. They're at a distance from you, and it also could indicate too that you may be traveling to see your children that are at a distance, or the children may be coming to travel to see you. Up next, and the last one is, all right, so clouds always represent confusion, uncertainty, doubts, suspicions, and fears. So there could be something going on here for us, Cancer, this week that creates some sort of cloud motion or cloud energy here, right? Some sort of confusion, uncertainty. But I don't think it's the type of energy that's going to last too long. It may be something specific going on with you that creates some sort of, it could be connected to the Five of Wands when, I say it's the projection of energy of someone trying to pick a fight or argument with you. And then the confusion would be, why are they trying to start something with me? I have not haven't done anything to them. So it could be something as simple as that. But the clouds do represent some sort of uncertainty, confusion. Um, I'm not going to throw in fears because that's a little bit extreme. So it's just a little bit of muddled energy. All right. All right. So, Cancer, this is what I have for you this week. Just remember, it's just me interpreting these messages here for you. Take what's going to work for you. You have three major arcanas in the spread. Do pay attention to those major arcanas. They will play out in some way. All right. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You guys have a safe, great week ahead. Always come back here to get more of these messages from me, Cancer, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.